Okay, so I was told that although my comfort zone is the keyboard, I need to come out of my box and make more of these Male Illusion 101 videos. So I'm trying to come out of my box. Even though I'm not real big on being in front of the camera when I'm not on stage. Stage presence. It's not something that's easily taught, but it is something that an entertainer can learn with enough work and dedication to their craft. What do I mean by stage presence? Let's face it, anybody could slap on some facial hair, tape the girls back, stand in the middle of the stage, and mouth the lyrics to a song. Anybody could do it. It's not rocket science. But it takes a special skill to grab your audience and hold them there while you're performing. Have you ever been to a drag show and you'll see an entertainer get on the stage and all of a sudden people are texting, or they're on the phone, or they're laughing with their friends? You know, that's because the entertainer does not have them captivated. He's not holding their attention. Stage presence allows you to hold your audience's attention. You know, audiences, they don't just go to shows to sit and watch. You know, they like to feel like they're involved. Don't be afraid to get up in an audience member's face and perform the number like you wrote it just for them. Don't be afraid to act out your number and involve an audience member. You know, I've seen entertainers pull audience members out of the audience and dance with them on the stage, or pull them up on the stage. Just something that's going to hold their attention. Because it's not hard for them to lose it. So stage presence is something that's very, very important for an entertainer to have. As I said, it's not something, if you don't already have it, it's not something that's easily taught. But again, it is something that, you know, you can learn. I have a son, and I love him to pieces, but he has a habit of strolling when he's on the stage. And I love him dearly. He's a really, really good entertainer. But he strolls during his numbers, and the audiences are just sort of kind of sitting there laid back, not doing a whole lot of anything. But I have seen him grab his audience and involve them, and they're in it to win it. I have seen entertainers who have an automatic stage presence. I can think of 3 off the top of my head. Apollo, Gage Gatlin, Gutter Gatlin. The minute they hit the stage, you're just... But it's not something that comes to everybody automatics. For some of you entertainers, you have to work on it. And my suggestion, to start with, is you pick numbers that have some kind of a connection to, some kind of feeling. And when you perform it on the stage, you literally allow your audience to see those feelings. Don't just let them see you lip syncing, but actually feel it from here and pull them in. Make them see your interpretation of that number. Again, not something that's easily taught, but something with enough work and dedication, it can be something that is definitely something you can learn. It's very, very, very important. You know, and I've said this a million times, when you come out of the dressing room, it stops being about you and it starts to become about your audiences. Your audiences are not going to keep coming back to see you time after time after time after time unless they have something to come back and see. They don't want to see the same things over and over and over and over and over again. You know, you could brain fart. Your costuming could captivate them. Your lip sync abilities could captivate them. Your ability to tell a story can captivate them. And it's all about learning how to put all of that in one little box and then unleashing it once you hit the stage. That's what they want. They're there to see a show. They are there to be entertained. And when you have developed a stage presence, it will keep their attention a lot longer. The last thing you want is to be that entertainer that everybody starts texting the minute you hit the stage. Or people just get up out of their seats and walk right past you and go to the bar to get their drinks. You don't want that. You want them to feel like they are a part of your performance. And it's important, even if you're nervous. The words I live by is you never see them sweat. You can have a puke bucket off stage somewhere to puke in before you go on and then after you come off. But while you're on the stage, you never let them see you sweat. And believe it or not, audiences will pick up on that. They do. They are a lot smarter than you may give them credit for. And it is going to be your audience that's going to either make you or break you. You know, if they decide that they don't want to come and see you anymore and you don't have anybody to perform for, then what's the point? So, it's important to think about your numbers. Don't just decide at the last minute what you're going to do. We've all done it from time to time, and I've had to change my numbers at the last minute. But it's usually very, very important to know ahead of time what you're going to do for an upcoming show. Put some choreography into it. You know, make sure you know your lyrics. Think about how you're going to engage the audiences. That way you don't get up on stage and it just looks like a last minute hot mess. Another thing that I want to bring up, and I brought this up in the blogs before, and I think I even made a video on it before, but it's one of my biggest pet peeves, is lip syncing. Period. Point blank. End of story. If you do not know the lyrics to your song, don't do it. Even if you know 95% of it, and there's always that one little sentence that gives you a hard time, if you don't have that last 5% down, don't do the song. It irritates me when an entertainer, whether it be male or female, gets up on the stage and does that watermelon, don't know their words for crap type thing. It irritates me to no end. Lip syncing is a very big part of your performance. And if you don't know the words, that just makes you look bad. It makes the other entertainers look bad. It makes the venues look bad because they're the ones that booked you. You know, you have to be professional at all times. And if you don't know the lyrics to your words, then that makes you look very, very unprofessional. Learning the lyrics to a number, it's different for different people. Some people, they can learn the lyrics really, really quick. Some people, it takes some time. So if you have a song that you want to do, I'm not telling you that you can't do it. What I am telling you is, you know how you are. Take the time to learn the songs. And not only just the lyrics, but the breath pauses and things of that nature. That way it really does look like it is you singing the song. It really does look like it was you who wrote the song. Just know your words. Know your words. It is by far one of my biggest pet peeves. And I've seen entertainers too many times faking it to make it, and it actually looks more sloppy. You know, I've seen people do the hands in front of the mouth trick because you don't know your words, or you put your head way down, or you turn your back to your audience. Those are things that may make you get away with it, but trust me, it makes you look bad. Learn your words, make sure you accentuate them on the stage, and show some kind of feeling. Don't just stand up there and lip sync them. You know, there has to be some kind of emotion. The audiences see emotion. They know that you're passionate about what you do. They can see with your numbers that you've taken the time and the effort into the number. So they know that you're not lazy. If it doesn't matter to me whether you're in this business for a short period of time or whether you're in this business because you want to try to make a career out of it. If you're going to do something, then do it right. You know, it's going to be the younger generation that's going to carry the torch once us old folk leave. And if everybody stops coming to see the shows, then we're done. So my suggestion is that y'all learn all you can, step up your game, and do the very best that you can to the very best of your ability. Until next time, this is AJ Menendez, Master Male Illusionist, signing off.